And welcome to News Across Nigeria. I'm Anne Nwawadu. Coming up on the program today, rescuers recover all 5 bodies of students that drowned in the Kaduna River. Federal lawmakers visit the Lagos University Teaching Hospital, Idiaraba. And Governor Willie Obiano gets more backing from residents to continue in his office as the November elections close in. The Kaduna state government has condoled with the families of the 5 students of the private secondary school who drowned in the river Kaduna during an excursion. While visiting the bereaved families in the Sabon-Tasha area of the state capital, the Deputy Governor, Mr. Bala Bantex, promised that an investigation will be launched very soon into the immediate and remote causes of that accident. The Deputy Governor, who was accompanied on the condolence visit by the top government officials, also visited the scene of the incident at Kaduna River, where he was briefed by officials of the State Emergency Management Agency.
It's painful that we are working so hard to ensure that, of course, children get education. You are aware of the reconstruction of schools, the changing of teachers to ensure that they get the best. We cannot be doing this and losing some of them and be happy. We are indeed very sad as a government about this incident. And we've listened to the parents. The parents are godly, they are humane. They think that we should leave everything to God. But we would not have completed our responsibility without really interrogating, because it is only through interrogation that we can stop further incidents of this nature. There are government agencies involved. We are going to come up with a report and do what is necessary, all in an attempt to ensure that this is the last of its kind.
Lagos, like any other mega city, is faced with the challenge of building necessary infrastructure to match its status. Successive governments have invested in road networks, security, housing, renewable energy, environmental preservation, among other things, all this towards actualizing a model megacity. With a belief that there is more work to be done, the 14th edition of the Lagos State Executive and Legislative Retreat focused on ways that the various arms of government can work together to reinforce policies to drive this vision.
The 2017 Lagos State Executive and Legislative Parley comes on the heels of the pursuit of a model mega city.
Thank you very much. You're welcome.
Elected officers and political appointees across the 3 tiers of government are meeting to examine performance and how best to enhance the relationship between the executive and legislative arms of government.
When we check together, we'll see that what we're doing here, as this parley suggests, is more or less for us to use it as a medium to check whether we could check our mid-term review of what we have been doing in the last 2.5 years and see whether we can make Lagos State greater again.
The heart of the matter.
The majority leader in the House of Representatives, Honorable Femi Gbajabiamila, identifies intellect, strategy, and self-sacrifice as major components needed to sustain political relevance in the hearts of the electorate.
When you're a governor and you do things that seem even to be unpopular with the electorate, and you will do those things that will be unpopular. It is that intellect, that intellectual capacity and ability to now explain the rationale for what you are doing and how in the long term it will benefit the electorate.
These 5 minutes.
Deliberations at the 3-day parley will focus on reviewing existing transportation, energy, and revenue reforms in the state and how they can fit into a mega city.
We want to integrate the transportation system, rail, road, and then water. But again, we need the legal framework to be able to do it. So we've come here together to say, let's try and, work out those reforms that can allow us those legal issues that we need to put in place to be able to now invite the private sector to believe in the reforms we want to do.
At the end of the retreat, a robust policy framework is expected to redefine the focus of the Lagos state government towards achieving its megacity drive and the general well-being of the people.
Away from the southwest, the ongoing projects in the Niger Delta shows that President Muhammadu Buhari has fulfilled his promise to invest heavily in the region to ensure peace and prosperity among the people. And that's coming from the Vice President, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, during the official flag-off of the Bodo-Bonno road construction in Bonny Island. Professor Osinbajo notes that the 120 billion project split between the federal government and the NLNG is the latest in the series of infrastructure partnerships going on across the country. Our correspondent Gloria Umezoke reports.
The arrival of the Vice President, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, in company of the Minister of Power to Bonny Island is one that would be remembered for long. The Amanayebo of the Grand Bonny Kingdom, King Edward Dapapepo III, also received the Vice President in his palace.
The ceremony of the Bodo-Bonno road construction is happening in our town.
The crowd surged, all in anticipation to witness the historic flag-off of the 37-kilometer Bodo-Bonno Island access road between the NLNG and the neighboring environment.
It is no secret that at one time in our very recent past, Nigeria earned in excess of $100 a barrel of crude. Yet significant projects like the Bodo Bridge remained undone. Today we're earning probably 60% less than in the past 5 years, but we're spending the highest ever amount on capital projects. The Bodo-Bonno Bridge and Road project is a public-private partnership arrangement in which the federal government and the Nigeria Liquefied Natural Gas Company, NLNG, will each bear 50% of the 120.6 billion naira that it will cost to complete the road and bridge project.
The project, which has been under debate and on the wish list of many for years, is guaranteed to boost investment opportunities and drive growth.
The Buhari administration is proving that the clear advantage of good governance is that you can do more with less. In his inaugural speech on May 29, 2015, President Buhari promised to invest heavily in the Niger Delta and to ensure peace and prosperity. Today is therefore not only for the flag-off of an important road project, it is also for the commemoration of a promise kept.
What brings Your Excellency here is a 40-kilometer road from Bodo to Bonny. In between it are 3 bridges, a 1,000-meter bridge, that is a kilometer across the Opobo Creek, and a 640-meter bridge against the Nabie Creek, and a 550-meter bridge against the Afa Creek. And this will ultimately connect all of the communities, and hopefully in a time not too far away, we can all drive to Bonny from Bodo.
The construction of Bodo-Bonno Road, flagged off by His Excellency Professor Yemi Osinbajo, Federal Republic of Nigeria, on this day, October 12, 2017. Contractor Julius Berger, Nigeria PLC, and Federal Minister of Works, Nigeria LNG. Thank you very much.
The advent of the road project, which was first conceived in 1973 by the Gowon administration, it is guaranteed to improve the standard of living and the cost of living for many communities here. From Bonny Island, here in River State, Gloria Umezoke, Channels Television News.